The Kingdom of Eldoria, the silence that saved them. Chapter 1. The Valley of Perfect Harmony. In the heart of the world lay Eldoria, a valley so beautiful, its meadows hummed with quiet joy. It was a kingdom governed by kindness, where the tiniest mouse shared berries with the mightiest bison. Their benevolent ruler was Bartholomew the Bear, a creature of immense patience and wisdom, whose booming, gentle voice settled every disagreement. Among them was Ariel the Swift, a tiny, sharp-eyed bird whose job was simple fly, higher than anyone else, and report on the peace. Every day Ariel would return and simply say, "All is calm, Your Majesty. The harmony holds." And every day Bartholomew would nod satisfied. For generations, the peace of Eldoria was their greatest treasure. Chapter 2. The first discord. But peace, Ariel was about to learn, is not an inheritance. It is a choice. The first sign of change was subtle, a whisper of discord. It began not with a roar, but with a ripple of suspicion. A squirrel normally generous began hoarding twice the nuts. A trio of deer, usually grazing side by side, started stamping their feet, territorial and tense. When Ariel flew down to report the words caught in her throat, she saw a grumpy look she'd never witnessed before on the face of an elderly badger. "The harmony is strained, Your Majesty," she finally chirped. Bartholomew frowned. "Strained why?" "I don't know," Ariel admitted. "They are all listening to something new, something low and pervasive." The whisper was spreading. It settled like an invisible fog, causing the animals to doubt their neighbors. Friendships that had lasted decades frayed overnight. The soft, joyful hum of the valley was slowly being replaced by a nervous, grating anxiety. Chapter 3. The Ascent of Chaos. The strain quickly became chaos. The quiet kingdom erupted into a constant angry buzz. The beavers built walls across the stream, arguing over the water flow. The rabbits blocked their burrow entrances, accusing others of... Bartholomew the Bear tried to intervene. He stood on the highest rock, his usual gentle tone gone. "Friends, what is this madness? Why have you forgotten our ways?" he boomed. But the animals couldn't hear him, not truly. They were too busy shouting their own fears and grievances. The chaos wasn't physical, it was verbal. The more they argued, the louder and more pervasive the unsettling whisper became. It felt like the air itself was turning sour. Ariel watched her beautiful kingdom tear itself apart. In despair, she remembered her one simple task to fly high and observe. She beat her tiny wings and shot straight up past the angry canopy and the noisy valley floor until the cacophony faded into a distant mumble. Chapter 4. The Truth in the Silence. From her silent perch high above, Ariel saw the true source of the trouble. Beneath the noise everywhere, the arguments were fiercest. A new, fast-growing flora was taking root. They were thin, dark screech vines, and they were thriving on the sound. The more the animals fought, the faster the vines grew, releasing a thick, mind-clouding pollen into the air. Noise was their fertilizer. Ariel understood they didn't need a stronger voice. They needed no voice. The only way to stop the chaos was to starve the vines with absolute silence. She plunged back down, diving like a tiny blue arrow. She didn't shout. Instead, she flew a rapid, intricate pattern, releasing a focused, high-frequency warning chirp. A note so sharp and pure it sliced through the noise, demanding instant attention. For a crucial second, every animal froze. The screaming deer, the yelling beavers, the anxious squirrels. They all paused, startled by the unexpected sound. Bartholomew, standing defeated on the rock, heard the unique silence. He looked at the tiny Swift, understanding her desperate message. He took the deepest breath of his life, and with the silence holding for just a beat, Bartholomew released a single ground-shaking sound, a demand for absolute stillness. Chapter 5. Harmony regained and the call to action. The sudden complete quiet was startling. The valley held its breath. Without the constant fuel of discord, the toxic screech vines immediately began to wither, curling into dust. The thick, angry air cleared. The animals looked around, realizing they were covered in pollen, exhausted and confused by their own actions. Order was regained not through a battle, but through a moment of unified listening. Eldoria learned that day that true peace isn't just a lack of conflict. It is the courage to silence the noise and hear the good in each other. Ariel the Swift landed softly on Bartholomew's nose. The king bear let out a quiet, genuine laugh, and the harmony hummed back to life clearer than before. If you believe that the quietest voices often hold the most important truths, hit the like button. And don't miss another epic tale from Eldoria's beautiful kingdom. Tap subscribe now. Also share your thoughts in the comments section.